Have you ever wondered why certain people just won't leave your heart, no matter how much time passes? You may have tried to move on, forget them, or even convince yourself that they no longer matter, yet their presence lingers in your thoughts and emotions. Is it a coincidence, or is there something deeper at play? What if I told you that their presence in your heart is not random? Allah, in His infinite wisdom, places people in our hearts for reasons we may not immediately understand. Sometimes it's a lesson, other times it's a test, and in some cases it's a sign of something greater unfolding in your life. Instead of fighting these thoughts or questioning why they remain, what if you looked at it from a different perspective? The answer might surprise you, and it could change the way you see your connections forever. Let's explore the deeper meaning behind this. 1. Divine placement. Why Allah puts certain people in your heart. Have you ever noticed how some people occupy your heart and mind, no matter how much time passes? You may have moved on, distanced yourself, or even tried to forget them, yet they remain deeply embedded in your thoughts. This is not a coincidence. It is part of Allah's divine wisdom. Allah places people in our hearts for reasons we may not immediately understand. Sometimes they serve as a reminder of something greater, perhaps a lesson we need to learn, a connection we need to nurture, or even a soul we are meant to pray for. Their presence in our hearts may be an indication that our journey with them is not yet complete, even if they are physically absent from our lives. It is also possible that these individuals are a means of personal growth. They might bring out emotions in us that challenge our patience, resilience, or ability to forgive. Through them, Allah may be guiding us towards self-reflection, helping us confront parts of ourselves we have yet to heal or improve. Their presence in our thoughts could be a test of our sincerity, teaching us how to love unconditionally or let go with grace. At times, Allah places people in our hearts to encourage us to pray for them. Perhaps they are struggling in ways we cannot see, and our silent supplications are the unseen force that supports them. Our hearts are naturally drawn to those whom we are meant to impact, whether through kindness, guidance, or simply a heartfelt prayer. Instead of questioning why someone remains in your heart, turn to Allah for understanding. Trust that He has a purpose behind every connection He places in your life, even the ones that feel unresolved. 2. Lessons and growth. The deeper meaning behind their presence in your heart. When Allah places someone in your heart, it is often a means of personal growth. Their presence may stir emotions that test your patience, resilience, and understanding. You may find yourself wondering why they affect you so deeply, or why you cannot simply move on. In reality, they might be a mirror, reflecting parts of yourself that require healing, refinement, or change. Some people enter our hearts to teach us how to love with sincerity, without expectation. They may challenge us to let go of ego, pride, or past hurt. Through them, we learn the beauty of selflessness and compassion, even when it is difficult. Perhaps they remind us of the importance of forgiveness, urging us to release grudges that weigh heavily on our hearts. At times, these individuals serve as a test of our patience. They may bring challenges that push us beyond our comfort zone, forcing us to practice emotional control and maturity. Their presence may also highlight our weaknesses, our fears, insecurities, or desires that still need to be purified. Instead of resisting these feelings, we can view them as opportunities for spiritual growth. Moreover, some connections teach us about detachment. Not every bond is meant to last, and sometimes Allah places people in our hearts to help us understand that true reliance should be on Him alone. If someone's absence feels unbearable, it may be a sign to strengthen our connection with Allah rather than seeking fulfillment in human relationships. Every person who lingers in your heart carries a lesson. Whether they teach you patience, love, or detachment, their presence serves a greater purpose, one that brings you closer to Allah and the best version of yourself. 3. Reminder and purpose. Why their presence in your heart matters. When someone remains in your heart, it could be a divine reminder rather than just an emotional attachment. Allah may be using this connection to awaken something within you, perhaps a duty, a responsibility, or a role you have yet to fulfill. Their presence in your thoughts may not be about personal longing, but rather about serving a higher purpose in their life or yours. One of the most powerful reasons Allah places someone in your heart is to encourage you to pray for them. You may not know what they are going through, but your silent supplications could be a source of unseen blessings for them. Sometimes, people do not ask for help, yet Allah inspires others to intercede for them through prayer. If a person keeps crossing your mind, take it as an opportunity to seek goodness for them, even if they are unaware. Additionally, their presence may be a call to mend a broken relationship. Perhaps there is unresolved tension, unspoken words, or an opportunity to extend kindness. Allah may be reminding you that reconciliation, even if it does not lead to restored closeness, brings peace to the soul. It could also be a test. Will you let pride keep you from taking the first step? Or will you choose humility and forgiveness? In some cases, Allah places people in our hearts because they need guidance. You may have knowledge, wisdom, or experience that can benefit them. Even a small act of encouragement or a kind word at the right time can change the course of someone's life. Instead of questioning why they remain in your heart, reflect on what role Allah wants you to play in their life. Every connection carries meaning beyond what we see. 4. Seeking understanding. Asking Allah for clarity. When someone stays in your heart despite time, distance, or circumstances, it is natural to wonder why. Instead of allowing confusion or frustration to take over, the best approach is to turn to Allah and seek His guidance. Allah is the one who places people in our hearts, and He is also the one who knows the wisdom behind it. Rather than suppressing your feelings or overanalyzing them, bring them to Allah in prayer. Ask Him, Ya Allah, why is this person still in my heart? What do you want me to learn from this? What action, if any, should I take? When you sincerely ask for clarity, Allah will provide signs, whether through reflection, life events, or an inner sense of peace and direction. It is also important to distinguish between a divine reason and a personal attachment. Sometimes we hold on to people because of our own emotions, not because Allah intends for them to remain a part of our journey. If someone's presence in your heart brings more pain than growth, it may be a sign that you need to let go. In such cases, seek guidance through istikhara, the prayer for direction, asking Allah to remove what is not meant for you and grant ease in moving forward. Seeking understanding also requires patience. Allah may not reveal the answer immediately, but He will guide your heart in due time. The key is to remain open to His wisdom and trust that His plan is always better than our desires. Whether someone is meant to stay or leave, Allah's reasoning is rooted in His mercy, love, and infinite knowledge. Accepting this truth brings peace, even when the answers are not yet clear. 5. Trusting Allah's wisdom. Finding peace in His plan. When someone stays in your heart, it is easy to question, overthink, or even struggle with uncertainty. However, true peace comes from trusting that Allah's wisdom is always greater than our understanding. Every person who enters our lives is part of a divine plan, and whether they stay or leave, Allah knows what is best for us. Sometimes we desire clear answers, hoping to understand why a particular person still lingers in our thoughts. But Allah's wisdom is not always revealed immediately. There are moments when we must simply trust Him without needing to know the full picture. He sees what we do not, and He arranges our relationships in ways that serve our spiritual and emotional growth, even if we cannot comprehend it at the time. Trusting Allah also means accepting that not everything is meant to be resolved in the way we expect. Some people are placed in our hearts for a season, while others may be part of a journey that continues in unseen ways. If a connection is truly meant to be, Allah will open the right doors at the right time. If not, He will gently redirect our hearts toward what is better for us. Rather than resisting or questioning, surrender to Allah's plan. Make dua for clarity, but also for contentment. Ask Allah to keep what is best for you and remove what is not meant for your growth. Even if the wisdom behind their presence is unclear, trust that Allah is guiding your heart toward what is best for your dunya, worldly life, and akhirah, hereafter. With complete faith in Allah's wisdom, you will find peace, knowing that He never places someone in your heart without purpose, even if that purpose is only revealed in time. Every person who lingers in your heart is there for a reason. Whether it's a lesson, a test, or a reminder, trust that Allah's wisdom is always guiding you toward what is best. Instead of resisting, embrace the journey and seek clarity through prayer. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Pure Deen for more inspiring content. Comment below, Ya Allah, guide my heart to what is best for me. Let's make this a beautiful prayer together.